what kind of leaders or what titles are coming from the leaders that are kind of driving this conversation?
Yeah, I mean, I think the exciting thing is that, both through the podcast as well as my consulting and advisory work, I'm seeing CMOs, CIOs, CTOs talking like never before. And it's becoming less contentious as there's these traditional dynamics of, sales and marketing. They have their own like stereotypical relationships. Marketing and IT have this traditional stereotypical, almost sometimes adversarial relationship. I'm seeing, CMOs and CTOs and CIOs, being more collaborative. And it's not just this relationship where, okay, sure, marketing, roll eyes and marketing asks for something and technology, eventually delivers or vice versa, I guess. But it's more like, how do we work together? And, some of that is for the companies where that's really working and that's successful, kudos to the CEO and others involved where those teams are being aligned as far as what their goals are, what their incentives are, and everything like that, versus marketing being a cost center alone and just sort of this drain and technology sort of reluctantly supporting all these drains on the bottom line, so to speak. So, that's what I'm saying. It's not always the case, but I'm seeing more and more of that, which is really heartening.
That is exciting. I know we've been in a number of presentations over the last 4 or 5 months where I would ask the audience, talking about the relationship with IT, and it was a room full of marketers, and I think really one out of maybe 50 have raised their hand that they have a relationship with IT, what they would consider a relationship with IT, and I think that's the basis for the Composable Roadmap book, is really helping bridge that gap, because we both know that the insights around buyers are coming from technology, the personalization around buyers and having a true delightful experience is coming from technology. So being able to enable that really requires being on the same page with IT if marketers can effectively have a relationship.
Yeah. And I think the composable approach, it helps marketers and the technology teams have, I'd even say, a slightly different conversation as opposed to, okay, let's invest in this big thing we know it's going to have technical debt. If it doesn't already, on day 2, it's going to have technical debt probably. And so, we're looking at this longer life cycle, this real like resource heavy drain on everyone versus, wow, what can we do that's going to really like supercharge what we all are tasked with accomplishing together? And I think, again, some of that is that's not everywhere is talking like that, but I think it enables that conversation to happen more easily because, again, we're talking about specific and strategic investments in things versus